Now, this story, as far as I can see from those of you that are here, amen, that this story may not be a new story, amen, to you, amen. So we just want to just review what's going on here in this particular text. And the Bible mentions that there was at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool. And in the first verse, it tells us that one of the feast days had passed by. And so one or two of the commentaries alluded to the fact that the people being on the 5 porches was because of the feast days that had taken place. And it was on one of those feast days that the angel is said to have come down and troubled the water. So whenever that feast would come around, they wanted to be in place and in position so that they could have their opportunity to get to the troubled water. All right. The Bible describes for us what kind of folks were there. The word it uses here, impotent, in the King James Version, but amen, in some of the other versions it just say sick. Those that were sick, and then it went on to describe what kind of ailments were all present. And they were all waiting for the moving of this water. Now, we get from the man himself that there is a line to get into this water. So can you imagine how many people there must be? Amen. And every time there's a moving or a troubling of the water, then whoever is first gets in there. But then the next one in line would normally be the one, I guess, that would step into the water when it is troubled. And so you got 5 porches full of people. It's like, when would you ever get there? And now this man had been in his situation for 38 long years. Somebody say 38 long years. Now some of us, amen, we may not have been in his specific situation or circumstance. However, we have been in some things for a number of years. I wish I had help. We know what it is to be in certain circumstances for a number of years, and you can't seem to get out of it. It seems like there is no change ever in sight. As a matter of fact, as time goes on, it seems to get worse. And then you have the audacity to become comfortable in the situation because you feel that there's nothing that you can do about it. Oh my God, hallelujah. Amen. It's not necessarily that you wanted to be there, but you don't see anything else that you can do. So you just kind of settle in to the circumstance. This man had been lame, hallelujah, or been in his situation at least 38 years. So that's a long time to be in this situation. Some of you that have never been through anything, you can't appreciate what this man is going through. And you can't appreciate what some of us have been through because you can't get through a night. Hallelujah. I wish I had y'all not going to help me. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Hallelujah. But to think 38 years in the same situation, oh no. Hallelujah. I guess you would just roll over and die. Hallelujah. But I thank God, hallelujah, that God, amen, provides for us a thing called grace. See, don't nobody help me. Yes, and grace is not just unmerited favor. I'm constantly hearing that, and I've constantly heard that down through the years, that grace was the unmerited favor of God. But when it comes to God's favor, none of God's favor, none of God's anything is merited. You can't work for it. You can't earn it. You don't deserve it. But God, out of his love, provides it for us anyway. Wish I had help. No, grace is the empowering presence of God that enables us to be what we were created to be and do what we were called to do. I wish I had help in this place. Hallelujah. It was grace. See, somebody had already tapped into that. The writer of Amazing Grace. That's why he called it Amazing Grace. Because he saw, hallelujah, the power that grace can have in one's life. Hallelujah. He says it like this: through many dangers. Y'all not going to help me. Toils and snares I have already come. It was grace that brought me safe thus far, and it will be grace that'll lead me on. I might tell the Lord, thank you. Hallelujah. I can do what I do because of the grace of God. I'm able to be sustained because of the grace of God. I'm able to be preserved because of the grace of God. I'm standing because of the grace of God. And anything that I do from here, it'll be by the grace of God. Somebody tell the Lord, thank you for his grace. Come on, give him a praise right there. Grace in place and faith in place, I have confidence. Wish I had help here. Because I don't know why all the time God does things the way he does. I don't understand all the time why the Lord would allow this to be in my life, or why I have to go through this at this time and period in my life. I understand, hallelujah, that this can be uncomfortable, and I don't know why God would have me to be uncomfortable. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Hallelujah. But God, hallelujah, has informed us that his ways are not our ways. I wish I had. And another scripture tells us that his ways are higher than our ways. And then we're told yet again that his ways are past finding out. I don't understand, Deacon, why God would do all the things that he does or allow the things that he does. But I know this one thing. All things work together for good, because I love him and then the call that's going to do his purpose. Is there a praise in the house on that? Hallelujah. 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 He sustains me while I'm in it. He preserves me while I'm going through it. And at the appointed time, because you got to understand there's an appointed time. There's a time for it to begin. There's a time for it to keep continuing. And then there's a time for it to end. I wish I had that. And when the ending time comes, he don't send an angel, but he'll come himself. Y'all see, y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. Hallelujah. Glory to God. All them sick folk, everybody in line, waiting for the troubling of the water. Hallelujah. And so we find out from the man that there's obviously a line. And so when I don't know how he was getting there, unless he was dragging the mat himself. So perhaps he might have had some help to help either slide him, push him, pick him up, and move down to the next position. But each time he was getting closer, but he wasn't there yet. But the thing that, wait a minute, right there, facts. Hallelujah, some of you are getting closer. But I think I got some good news for you. The Bible said when Jesus saw him, y'all not all the other people, Jesus saw him. So I just come to announce to somebody today, Jesus sees you. I said Jesus sees you. And he sees how long that you've been going through what you've been going through. He heard your prayer. He's seen your tears. And now he has decided that it is the appointed time for him to handle your business. Now see, that look like praise break stuff to me right there. Encourage somebody and say, Jesus sees you. It seems like every time somebody, Elder Craig would tell us Jesus sees you. See, when those of us that came up in the old church, hallelujah, we would always be told that Jesus was seeing us, but he was seeing the mess that we would do. So I had help here. They would tell us, see, God's watching you. He's watching you. Seeing all you do. Y'all not going to help me. Hallelujah. But I thank God that he opened the eyes of my understanding and caused me to be enlightened. That every time he's looking at me, he ain't looking at me for mess, but he wants me to know I have his attention. Encourage somebody and tell them you have God's attention. Soak in somebody, because you need to know that you have God's attention. You've been wondering if God even heard you, but I came prophetically to speak to you today and tell you you have God's attention. Now, what do you want? What do you want? You want to be well? You want to be healed? You want to be delivered? You need a breakthrough? What is it that you need? You have my attention. It's an individual word, but it's also a corporate word. Understand, Faith Temple? God is saying to us, you have his attention.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
He said, now what you want? See, y'all say, I need somebody to get there. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Thank you, Jesus. Now it's not the time to be nuts. This is not the time to go dumb.
Not right now. Not right now.
Because you know, we're right at the threshold of stuff.
Come on now.
And we like to.
Come on here.
Now you had all that mouth when you were murmuring and grumbling and complaining. And now God says, you have. I'm here. What do you want? Now you're afraid to speak.
My God.
Well, speak now. Talk now. This ain't hardly how I preach. Come on, finish this. Jesus said, okay, you want to be made whole? Let me help you. Yo, let me help you. Since you can't seem to articulate. And what does the man say? He says, now, you help me. You help me, y'all. You help me right here.
Oh, God.
Do you want to be well? Is that a yes or a no?
Yes or no?
Or do we need commentary and dialogue? I think if I want to be made whole, I say yeah.
Yeah. Right.
No, he said, sir.
That's what he said.
First of all, you don't even know who's talking to you.
Ho!
Wait, let that soak in. Let that go in. You don't have a clue as to who is talking to you. But all the time, you were supposed to have this great relationship with God. And telling everybody what God said. But when he come to you and talk to you and tell you, you don't know who talking to you, sir.
Oh, my God.
Now we going into excuses.
Oh, there they go.
Well, I don't have nobody to carry me when the water gets troubled. See, you see, it's like this. When I'm coming, another one steps in front of me.
He didn't answer that.
So I don't remember that being in the question.
No. He didn't answer that.
So he's sitting there giving Jesus all of this excuse, and that wasn't the question. The question, do you want to be made whole? So if you notice, Jesus never asked him again.
Right.
I wish I had it.
Thank God.
I don't know if anybody's picking that up. Jesus didn't ask him not one more time.
Not one more time. Thank God. Right.
Come on here.
Right.
He didn't ask him not one more time. So now what does he do? Jesus in his authority. I'm going to speak a word that's going to bring a conclusion to the years that you have been in your situation.
One word.
No longer are you going to remain in a satisfied position. Because the word that I'm going to speak is going to make you uncomfortable. And you will not be able to feel comfortable or be complacent in that place anymore. Because you will have to respond to the word that I speak. Everything will shift when this word comes out my mouth. sure the man is looking at him without a clue.
Yeah.
Jesus sat him and said, rise!
Rise! That's it! Yes, sir.
And right now, prophetically, I hear